So in this video, we're going to be we're going to do an exercise to begin the healing process. So turning towards doesn't mean doing everything at once. It simply means opening the door. In this section, we'll slow down and begin learning how to track different parts of the self with curiosity and care. These parts develop to help you to survive, and they don't need to be fixed or forced to change. The goal here is simply to notice, listen, and create a little more internal safety. Even if you could have your abuser, the person who didn't care for you properly, come to you and apologize and do all the things that you feel they should do, it still doesn't fully heal. The best way to heal is to heal your internal parts and to listen to them yourself. So this is one exercise of how we can heal your internal parts of self. All right, so this is what it would look like. If you recall the last page, we turned away, so then it was messy and the littles were just running all around and all the traumas were just in all these boxes. And to open up all those boxes all at once would just be overwhelming. So we're just going to do a little bit at a time. So the new strategy to turn towards. So turning towards our parts calms them and enhances a felt sense of connection, well-being, and belonging. So you're not always looking outside of self to balance, to regulate. You can actually go inside and find out, hey, why are you feeling X, Y, and Z? Why are you acting this way? Why are you responding this way? Why are you and just being curious about it, not judgmental because we don't need to be judged. Overrated. All right. So let's learn a new strategy. Tracking parts, turning toward. How do we turn toward all parts of ourselves without getting overwhelmed? Remember, the parts are just a part of me this, a part of me that. A part of me feels hurt, a part of me feels mad, a part of me wants to people please. They're just parts of ourselves. We get to know our parts or symptoms step by step in a methodical way. This is called tracking parts. There are many creative ways to track parts. Answering the questions provided here is a good way to begin. Remember, most parts or symptoms originated in our survival system, our instinctive defenses or attachment system. And some parts originate in memories that are waiting to be healed. Remember, trauma is not time stamped. Got all these littles waiting to be healed. When I was 6 years old, my, caretaker slapped me. When I was 14 years old, I got into a traumatic car accident. I have chronic loneliness. My parents were never home. I was a latchkey kid. I didn't have any siblings. Um, so we are going to be looking at those different parts of our younger selves, as well as whatever we want to look at. Some parts originate in memories that are waiting to be healed. All parts are working to help us survive, thrive, or heal in some way. They're here for a reason. Keep this in mind as you work. Anxiety is there, depression is there, sleeplessness is there, disordered eating is there, auditory hallucinations can be there. I know I've worked with people with all these types of symptoms and we've been able to calm them. Doesn't happen overnight, for sure. It does take a lot of work, but as you work, you do heal. All right, so let's start. So I want you to choose a symptom that you want to work with. You can think of them as parts of yourself because it's just one aspect of all you think, feel, and do. Then I want you to write out the answers to these 6 questions. And we're going to use this as a guide so you can see how it works. All right. So pick an experience, and I'm going to walk you through this experience, but you can also be answering this on a separate piece of paper. So why don't you pause this video, get a piece of paper, If you want to do it in a grid like this, that's fine. If you want to just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, number it, that's fine. I'll just pause for a moment. All right. Let's do maybe a breathing exercise. I want you to breathe in, hold it for 4, and breathe out for 7. We're going to breathe in through our mouth, hold, breathe out through our nose. Ready? Let's go. Breathe in, hold, and breathe out. I think I said that backwards. All right, let's breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. Let's breathe in again. Breathe into our belly. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out slow. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in. Hold. And breathe out. That is an actual reset. So let's go. Let's start tracking apart. All right, number 1, what is your internal experience of this part or symptom? So what are your body sensations? Go inside for a moment. Let's say we're working on anxiety, or you're working on disappointment, or you're working on loneliness. What are your body sensations? A tight throat, a tight stomach. Just notice when you think about that issue that you want to work on, what are your body sensations? What are your emotions? You can pause and look up an emotions wheel. Just type that into your browser. And on the inside, you'll see the main emotion. And then I was looking to see if I have it available right here. An emotions wheel. Yeah, I think I do. And then the next layer kind of teases it out. And then there's the next layer and the next layer. So it can help you get a handle to name your emotions. It looks like this. There's like happy, angry, mad, bad. So pause, open the emotions wheel on your browser. There's all kinds. Doesn't have to be that one. Okay, let's go on to number 2. When did this part or symptom get triggered recently? And what triggered it? So Tuesday night, my boss yelled at me. You pause the video, think about it. Question 3. How might this part or symptom be trying to help you? By making sure that it doesn't happen again. Next time, just be quiet. Pause this video and think about how this part or symptom is trying to help you. It's usually a protector. 4. If you did not have this part or symptom helping you in this way, what might be at risk for you? Well, I'd get in worse trouble and be thrown out. Then I would be all alone and unable to take care of myself. I want you to pause the video and write down your answer to number 4. Number 5A. How old were you when you first noticed this part or symptom? 6 years old. Pause the video and notice. How old you were when you first noticed this part or symptom? Can you tell if this part or symptom is a fight, flight, freeze, submit, or attachment cry? You can go back to the other video. I think it's the second video. Pause the video and figure out if what type of response this is. Number 6, what helps to calm this part even 5%? Think window of tolerance. Remember, we were wondering what would bring you down into that window of tolerance, but what would calm you even 5% when you're super angry? Talking with a friend, writing out everything I feel and everything I want to say. Pause this video and think about and answer number 6. Were you able to turn towards your parts or symptoms and answer number 1 through 6 without getting overwhelmed? If so, welcome to trauma recovery. If you're still in your window of tolerance at the end of question 6, let's move on to step 2, the repairing part. You can pause this video and ponder. We're going to go on to step 2. Repairing our relationship with our parts. Repairing our relationship with our parts is an essential step. We repair by first learning about our parts and then extending understanding, compassion, care, validation, and gratitude to them for all they have done for us and do with us. This practice calms symptoms and helps the brain relax and recover from long years of tension, hypervigilance, stuckness, and exhaustion. With practice and repetition, repair lays the groundwork for processing trauma. It also enhances a felt sense of connection, well-being, and belonging. Extending understanding, appreciation, validation, and compassion to all of our parts. We don't want to turn away from them anymore. We want to say thank you, part, for submitting. If you didn't, I might have gotten in real trouble. I might have gotten hurt worse if I didn't people please. Or if I didn't get really big and angry, I might have been kidnapped. Or if I didn't have longing, I may not have been in any relationships and touched in a positive, loving manner. All our symptoms are there to help us, and we want to thank them and honor them. Okay. So review your answers from tracking parts number 1, which is the previous page, and fill in these blanks below. This part has been helping me by making sure that it did not happen again. Insert answer to question number 3. This part has been protecting me from the risk of being alone and unable to take care of myself. That's answer number 4. This part has been doing this work on my behalf since I was 6 years old. And then insert however old you are. For 30 years, this part has been helping this person. So I want you to take a moment and write your answers or read this out loud to yourself and insert your answers. Read the sentences above, one after the other, and notice how this part has been trying to help and protect you for many years. Then check in and see how you're feeling towards this part. And at this point, you can do a guided meditation with me. If you have a new understanding of this part, I want you to do this. I want you to close your eyes, turn your attention towards the part. Notice its body sensations. Its emotions, its thoughts. Take a deep breath and sit or stand up nice and tall. Breathe in, sit up, release. In your mind's eye, I want you to turn towards the part and say, I'm understanding you in a new way. Pause and notice how this affects the part. If it calms even 5%, breathe into the sensation of calm. Breathe in. And release. If you're in agreement with or feel compassion, gratitude, or appreciation for this part, then I want you to do this. I want you to close your eyes again. Turn your attention toward the part. Notice its body sensations, where you feel it in your body, your throat, your stomach, your back, your hands. Notice the emotions from the emotion wheel. Notice its thoughts. Take a deep breath. Sit or stand up nice and tall, breathing in, sitting up tall, breathe out. In your mind's eye, I want you to turn toward the part and say, I'm feeling a sense of agreement, compassion, gratitude, or appreciation for you and all you've been doing on my behalf. Pause and notice how this affects the part. If it calms even 5%, I want you to breathe into the sensation of calm. Breathe in. And breathe out. Were you able to turn towards your part and express understanding or agreement, compassion, gratitude, appreciation? Did you feel a little bit more calm, even 5%? Then welcome to trauma recovery. You can come back to this practice as often or as briefly as you need. You can take time with all your parts, the main parts. Noticing parts of the self is a process, and it's okay if some parts feel unclear or distant right now. What matters is that you're building awareness and safety, one small step at a time. I'll see you on the next video.